And this is business news. Plans have been concluded for President Bola Tinubu to attend the first ever Green Economy Summit and the Niger Green Economy Blueprint unveiling to guide developmental choices of action in the state. The two-day summit is with the theme Sustainable Future, Harnessing Green Asset Innovation for Niger State Development, which is scheduled for 24 and 25 of October 2023 in Mina. The Niger State Governor, Mr. Umaru Bago, in a statement said the summit is expected to attract no fewer than 500 participants from a broad spectrum of backgrounds globally. A summit which strategically aligns with the United Nations International Day for Climate Action will be a forum where discussions and solutions will be proffered on various issues such as decarbonizing energy systems, circular economy, waste management, green agriculture, food security, ecotourism, and community development, among others. And away from there now, the House of Representatives is asking the chairman of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, Mr. Mohammed Bello, to provide a comprehensive report of all the federal and 8 state ministries, departments, and agencies from which unremitted revenue was recovered. The House Committee Chairman on Finance, Mr. James Faleke, gave the directives held the interactive session with the Commission Chairman in Abuja, where he demanded more details of various organizations where the said funds were recovered. In his presentation, Mr. Bello gave an account of how the agency recovered unremitted revenue worth over 500 billion naira belonging to the Federation from some institutions. He said the sum of 14 billion naira was recovered between 2008 and 2012 through the assistance of forensic experts engaged by the Commission. Mr. Bello explained the Commission recovered a sum of 474 million and 199 million excise duties from the 2 companies operating this, in the southwest region of the country between January 2020 to December 2021 and 2022, respectively. In the meantime, the European Union is to disburse about 150 billion euros in 4 years by 2027 through its Global Gateway initiative to Nigeria and other African countries to enhance infrastructure in over 8 EU Commissioners for International Partnerships, Mrs. Jutta Rupalin, made this known during the launch of the Global Gateway initiatives in Abuja. According to her, the Global Gateway initiative is crafted to enhance connectivity, promote sustainable development, and strengthen economic ties between the EU and its partner countries, including Nigeria. She said, through the initiative, the EU will support Nigeria to achieve enhanced infrastructure connectivity, including transport, energy, and digital networks, support agriculture, economic growth, health, and education. Responding, the Minister of Communication, Innovation, and Digital Economy, Mr. Bosun Tijani, said, the Global Gateway initiative is aimed at achieving collective regional and global prosperity, which in full alignment with President Bola Tinubu administration's Renew Hope agenda. And now, funding for development projects in the Jiwa community affected by the construction of the second runway for the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport will be included in the 2024 budget. Minister for Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, made this known during the official takeover of the site from the community in Abuja. The minister also urged the contractor to ensure services of the locals are employed for the construction. Lara Fulani reports.
This marks the official takeover of the site for the construction of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport's second 4.2-kilometer runway by the aviation authorities from the Jiwa community in the FCT. This means the new runway's construction, which the aviation authorities say will take 12 months, is now set to begin.
This is a day that this country has looked forward to for the past 2 decades. The issue of the second runway, Abuja second runway, has been on the cards since the administration of Chief Obasanjo. It was a big issue at that time, and successive administrations have not been able to have a day like this where dreams become reality.
The Jiwa community leader seeks that the contractors utilize services of the community members in the construction process and do not seek workmanship elsewhere.
When you are starting this work, Our people should be the first priority of any employment you want to give people. Because some of them, despite they don't have the cadre, some of them are not engineer, but the actual work that you are doing should not go to anywhere, it should come to us.
The minister lends his voice to this call as he tells the contractors to ensure local services are indeed utilized. He also assures the community that the second runway would allow for more flight activities at the airport, which would in turn result in opening up the environment commercially and by extension impact the locals positively. The community is also told monies to provide them with social amenities like roads, hospitals and bridge will be included in the 2024 budget.
We have already concluded plans to put so many projects for the Jiwa community in the 2024 budget. A health center is coming to the Jiwa community. I think a bridge also, one of the most sought after bridge, and the roads, 5-kilometer road. So many things we promised. Since we could not bypass the law, we said, okay, let us follow the law and put this project right in the 2024 budget.
825.8 million naira is being paid by the FCTA authorities to locals affected by the second runway's construction as compensation as resettlement. 22 of these locals are also to be employed by the Ministry of Aviation and the Federal Capital Territory Administration. Lara Folayo, TVC News, Abuja.
As the global equities market, Asian shares plumbed a fresh 8 months through today as fears of a regional conflict in the Middle East intensified and as a relentless rise in long-term U.S. yields pressured valuations while supply concerns lifted oil prices further. MSCI's Broadex Index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan skid 0.8% to a fresh low since November last year, bringing the weekly loss to a sizable 3%. Tokyo's Nikkei fell 1% and was down 3.6% for the week. China's blue chips fell 0.4%, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index slumped 1%. The US dollar was within a hair's breadth of the closely watched 150 yen level today. It was up 0.1% against its pace at 106.34, not too far from an 11-month top of 107.34 hit early this month. And initial filings for unemployment benefit dipped last week, indicating that the U.S. labor market remains tight and a potential factor in persistent inflation. U.S. Labor Department has reported that weekly jobless claims adjusted to 198,000 for the period ended October 14. This marked a decline of 13,000 from the previous week and was below the Dow Jones estimate for 210,000. It was the lowest weekly level since January 21. Claims have been in a general deceleration pattern since this summer, but some economists worry that could change. Markets were awaiting a speech later in the day from Federal Chair Jerome Powell, which is expected to provide some guidance on where policymakers head from there. And China's troubled property market is showing little signs of a recovery in the short term, despite a series of government stimulus measures to help revive activity in the sector, which makes up a quarter of the nation's economic output. Home buyers, wary of the uncertain economic outlook, have remained on the sidelines, while property developers and agents said sales were still soft following a short-lived burst of activity in major cities like Beijing and Shenzhen. China has quickened the pace of policy stimulus in recent weeks amid a deepening debt crisis in the sector, highlighted by the severe liquidity troubles and China Evergrande Group and Countries Garden. China's new home prices fell for the third straight month in September, down 0.2% from August, a traditionally peak home buying period. Official data showed